Hey, in this video, I'll show you how we did this wall treatment here. It's made out of plywood strips, stained several different colors. So if you want to see how we did it, stick around, it's coming right up. So here's the three colors we're going with for our plywood strip wall. We have carbon gray, sun bleached, and weathered gray. And that's the Varathane brand premium wood stain. We were going to try using the navy, but on our sample pieces here, the navy just didn't look as good as we had hoped. We did try a little bit of navy over top of a dark gray, and I think this one was over top of the sun bleached. But in the end, we decided just to go with the three gray colors. And what we did was brushed it on with a brush, and then brushed it on pretty thick, let that piece sit while we brushed the next piece, and then go back and wipe this one down very gently. And that left where you can just barely see the grain through it. Whereas if you wipe it too soon, you would end up with something like that. Which, if that's what you like, that's fine, but we didn't want too much of that yellow plywood color showing through, so we kept them a little bit darker, like so. So now I'm going to put a top coat of the water-based poly. So I'll do probably 3 coats of that before I install it. Now, my process was to rip each one, cut them in 4-foot pieces, sand them, then stain them. You could stain the whole sheet, cut it. I might save a little bit of time, but I just wanted to make sure that, the edges, I put just a little bit of a rounded edge on it with the sander. And then in case any of that edge might show somewhere, because they're not going to be perfectly tight when you butt them together. I also debated whether to use the poly after it's on the wall. Cut them, install them, nail them up, and then poly the wall. But because everything else in that room is finished, I thought maybe just be better just to do it here before we put them on. I'll do a light sand just to knock any high spots off and the grain raises a little bit. And then we should end up with a nice smooth finish. So this stuff is milky when it's wet, but it'll dry clear, very clear. And that's exactly the same process I used here on my plywood walls. I used the sun bleach stain, and then I put poly over top of that. Hey, I hope this video brought you value. If it did, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see more videos, DIY videos and such, there's a playlist up in this card up here. And then down on this card, there's a video that YouTube thinks you might want to watch. So thanks.